Hello there, my mate Vince here, and in this video today we're going to try to fix up a bubble machine. So, it's quite big. Bought it 40 off eBay. Oh, look at that, I've just noticed it's called a Bubbler Junior. What a great name for a machine. Why am I trying to fix this? I don't know. It was for sale 40 on eBay and I thought it might be interesting. Also, I have managed to get COVID, which I feel a bit guilty about because I was laughing at my wife for having it just in the last Rolls Royce video I did, and now I've got it. So I don't want anything too taxing, and I'm hoping this might be a relatively easy fix. So go get yourself a nice drink and enjoy the next 10 or 15 minutes with me relaxing. Let's see if we can get this Bubbler Junior working again. Actually, before we bring it up to the mat, let's plug it in. It all feels a bit, I don't know, it doesn't feel like too safe to work on. Looks a little bit corroded. Look at that pin there, the earth pin. Anyway, for the purpose of the video, let's plug it in and see if it does anything. Okay, let's turn it on. Bit wary about doing this. Okay, fan spinning. Oh, that turns on and off here, it does work. Right. Is the inside bit spinning? No, there you go. So that there in here should be spinning. Oh, that's clever. So, years ago, when my mum used to buy me like bubble mixture, it would come with one of these little things on a stick, and then obviously put it in the bubble mixture, pull it out, and then you would blow it by just blowing air from your mouth. But yeah, so that's not spinning, so it's not going to be, it's only going to blow, well, it's not going to blow anything, is it? Because that must need to rotate in the fluid, because you see here it says fill level. So you must put your fluid in here, then that rotates, and as it comes round, it traps the liquid in that little thing, and then the fan blows it through. That's actually very simple. I didn't know how that was going to work. Okay, so we have to find out why it's not spinning. Right now, obviously we're all unplugged. That's not nice, that just came out there. Everything feels just a little bit iffy, but I suppose it's built to a certain price point, isn't it? You know, when I bought this, I didn't have a clue how it would work, and now it's just so simple, isn't it? When you look in there, you can just see how, you know, the idea behind it. These just spin. So it's just the same as having loads of people using the manual ones at once, isn't it? Right, so let's undo this here to begin with and see what that uncovers. A motor. So the motor's not working, is it? So now, do I have to undo these, or this is all moulded, so I can't actually get in here. Should I take out the back? It might give me more access. Kind of reminds me of a computer case. Now I wonder, is there a switch mode power supply in here, or is it a linear one? A nice bit of rust on that one. But you would expect a bit, because it's probably going to be just in the corner of like a children's party or something, or some kind of like, you know, like wedding DJ type thing. And then, yeah, just pushing out the bubbles. Right, that's not gripping. Let's try to put a bit of force on there, because I can see a tiny little crack on the plastic. There we go. Right, I think this has taken the whole insert out, unfortunately. Is it going to come undone, or do I have to... What's going to happen here? Do I have to undo that one there as well? Probably. I think that's just spinning as well. So there's little metal inserts in the plastic, and clearly they've broken. It's going to make it a little bit hard to get out now. Oh, that's just an earth clamp anyway, I don't need to undo that one. So it's just this bottom one here which is causing me bother. There we go. There we go, excellent. Right now. Ugh. Got some old kind of sticky residue in there. What we got here? An electronic transformer. So is that what, is that supposed to be just, oh, it's cable tied onto the fan there. So they're using, I've never seen one of them. They're nice, aren't they? So you've got AC 220 volts in and AC 12 volt out. So it must be an AC little motor. Well, that's nice, isn't it? So that is actually all intact. Well, I think they're together. Oh look, I've twisted it all up. Let me untwist it. Otherwise I'll be putting strain on that. Right, there we go, that's untwisted. So what is this? Is this some sort of fuse or something? Don't know what's going on there. So when you plug in the remote control, it is just like an on and off switch, isn't it? That's all it is. Right, okay, fair enough. And what are these? Are these supposed to clip into place? So we have the blue and the brown going up to where? Oh, they go into here, the on and off switch, yeah. Okay, so we'll be really careful now. You know, if that came out there, that is mains voltage at the end there. They're gonna have to be glued in, aren't they? That's not safe anymore. Especially dealing with water. Yeah, all these bits here have just broken. You see the plastic? It's just broken. Right, okay. Yeah, plastic's broken absolutely everywhere. I suppose what happens is it's plugged in, it gets knocked, and then it just shatters. Right, anyway, let's not worry about that just yet. So this goes down into the motor. So, oh, it's a 240 volt motor. Oh, so that's just feeding the fan then, isn't it? That's only for the fan. It's a 240 volt motor. So why are you not working? Doesn't want to turn at all. It's like seized. When I try to turn this here, it's seized. I think it's probably rusted up. I think the mechanism's probably rusted up. Let's see if we can undo anything. Just going to take a quick picture so I know how to put it back together. Oh, they're the little metal inserts here, you see, that one's come out. Right, let's see if we can take off this spindle. Ah, yeah, look at that. I think it's just physically rusted up. I think the motor's just rusted. Look at the rust on that. See? So if we can free it up, it might work. The motor might actually be alright. That's unbelievably loose, considering the rust. Now, are you going to come out? You are going to come out. Excellent. I wonder how you actually take this thing out, though. Oh, do you know what you do with this? I think you put it in as a disc, yeah, and then I think you just clip in each of these. I think you just push those in, you know, manually. Somebody in the factory just pushes each of them in. Okay, so we won't worry too much about that. Now, are you going to free up? Let's see. Wow. There we go. It's already getting loose. It's turning from here, okay. It's turning from this bit here. Right, first of all, let's scrape away the rust. Just using a little grinding pen. Right, I think before I get the oil, I'm going to actually get some IPA on it. Just to try to make it a little bit wet where it goes through that bit there, because I think rust has just sat there. Because this will evaporate off. What I'm worried about is I don't want all the rust to get in with the oil and then make kind of like a paste. Now it's really getting loosened up. You can actually hear it now. So there's a little gearbox in here, clearly, because you know, it's offset here, so there must be a few little gears, and that's what I'm feeling now. Right, so I've got some 3-in-1 oil here and some WD-40. I'm going to do the WD-40 first of all, just to try to loosen it up more, and then put the oil in, and hopefully the oil will actually stay in there. You know, I think that's done now, because it's the gearbox. I don't think anybody would be able to turn that by hand. It needs to turn slowly, doesn't it? The motor's going to be spinning very fast, and it needs to turn slow. So I think that's free. Now let's put some 3-in-1 oil in there. Do it all the way around. And I'm going to do these little pivots as well. I'm not sure if they move or whether they're just sat there. I'm just going to try to burn and blow the oil in. Look at all that! Right, so let's try to put this back together. So that comes out here. This is going to go on and through the hole. Right, okay, that does turn, but it's a little bit, I can see a little crack just here. So I am going to add some, I think I'm just going to slap a little bit of hot glue around here just to stop the screw from falling out. I think just a little bit of hot glue will burn on there nicely. Just to stop the screw coming loose, because it's, the reason the screw's loose is because of the crack in this shaft here. It's clearly kind of gone, you know what I mean. I think what's happened here is, I think it's been filled up too high. You know, this fill level, I think the max fill level's gone up too high, and the bottom of the motor has sat in the liquid. Well, there we have it. I can't see why this won't work now. So it was just completely seized up due to rust, probably because it was left with liquid in it and it just sat there rusting away. Now, what I'm going to do is I have to make safe a little bit the kind of mains coming in. So I'm just using hot glue again, and basically I'm melting it all around the connectors, and then I'm using a sharp knife just to cut off the excess glue, and it does stick on remarkably well. Now, I haven't got any bubble mixture, but what I will do is I'll mix up some washing up liquid and some water. And I remember as a kid, when my bubble mixture used to run out, that my mum used to give me that. And from memory, it did work. The problem is I don't know the exact mix to do. But let's get this set up outside now when it's all put back together. We'll add some fairy washing up liquid and some warm water. Give it a mix round, and let's see if it can produce any bubbles. Right, so I've mixed up some water and washing up liquid, you know, like fairy type stuff. Now, I don't know if this is going to be enough. Like, also, I don't know if it's it's definitely enough. I don't know if it's thick enough, you know, I might need more washing up liquid. Anyway, let's see. I'm excited. Here we go. Ready? Is it spinning? Oh no, you need to turn it on at the back. on. It is spinning. So it's happy going through the resistance of the water. Now, turn it on. Oh, oh. Come on. So, is that two? I've got a bubble. I've got 2 bubbles. I've got 3 bubbles. Yes. Don't think that's quite the desired effect. I wonder, do I need more squeezy? I say squeezy. How many years ago is that? Do I need more fairy or do I need more water? Let's give a good squirt in there. No, I'm going to give it another one. Right, now let's see if that's going to work. It's more like a snow machine. It clearly works, I've just got the wrong bubble mixture, haven't I? It's quite clever, because I suppose if anything hits here, then what's going to happen is it's going to drip back in, so you're not actually wasting it. So it's the bubbles that's going out. You know, anything that doesn't go out is probably going to drip in. Well, I don't want to put any more washing up liquid in. I'm going to try to put more water in. I don't want to go over the fill line. How's that? They haven't got the strength, you see. They are forming, but they haven't got the strength to shoot out into... shoot out, they just kind of break. I don't want to go any more than that. Okay, the thing is, if you actually sit back and look here, we have got a few bubbles in the garden. I was just hoping to have a huge big flurry of them, but maybe it's designed just to do that, and just to be in the corner of a disco or something. I mean, you're never too old for bubbles, really. If there was a 50th or 60th birthday party, I'm sure somebody would still like bubbles. Well, I think we can say that that was a success. I think if I was to get proper bubble mixture, I think it would work a lot better. But you can definitely see that we are getting some bubbles out. Right, okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed your tea break fix. And I will see you again very shortly. I thoroughly enjoyed working on this one here. It's just nice to see the inside of something so simple. Would I put this back into the wild? No. For myself, yes. But no, I'm not really happy with the fact that you've got mains going in there, and if I was to turn that, if I was to lift that up now with the liquid in, I think most of that liquid would end up just damaging stuff. So I personally wouldn't put this back into the wild. But for me, it's absolutely fine. So between that and a snow machine, I could go into the DJ business, couldn't I?
DJ COVID Kid.
Well, there we have it. Thanks so much for watching.